Thank you. Okay, let's go again. Let me share my screen one more time. Thank you for that. Oh, also for anyone who missed the summit, the Winter Solstice Summit, there is a 30-minute condensed version of it on my YouTube channel, Lovely Life TV. So I encourage you to go and check it out. The summit was over 2 hours. However, it's a nice representation, the 30 or so minutes that are on YouTube. So, yeah, definitely go check out that Winter Solstice Summit information because a lot of it ties right into what we're going to talk about today. And with that being said, Radiant Rising! Radiant Rising Worldwide World. That's the WHIRL wide world as we continue to whirl and twirl into this new paradigm. A special shout out to the Sacred Space Zoom Room where we are in real time talking about all of the wonderful, exciting things that are going on in the world and the at the beginning of this fiscal new year of 2026, as Kala Amun Ra would say on this Gregorian calendar. We are going to start out our Radiant Risings as we always do by receiving a breath. I've decided that we don't have to take it. There's nothing trying to prevent us from having the breath. So rather than taking a breath, I'm inviting us all to receive a breath, to enjoy a breath together. Breathing with an intention and focus brings us into this gift called the present. And so I invite us to leave behind whatever was happening 5 minutes before you sat down here, all of your lists and plans for what you have to do as soon as this is over. And for just this moment, let us sit in a communal peace and a communal joy as we breathe into a brand new day. This is a season where my mantra is to align with the divine. This is the season to align with the divine. That is my personal mantra, and I invite anyone with whom that resonates to join me. And I want to give a special shout out to Jamila, who shared on the 1212 portal things that we can do as we come into this new fiscal year. And one of them was to choose one word that kind of encapsulated what our plans are for the coming year. And mine is to align with the divine. And as we take this breath, while we're getting ourselves settled in, relaxing our body, relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our neck, wiggling our hips around, removing all of the trauma and drama and stress and duress that we carry there around our root and sacral chakras, I invite us to breathe in on that 8 count, the idea of aligning with the divine, aligning with divine order, knowing that everything is always working out in our favor, knowing that no matter how tumultuous it gets on the outside, as long as we maintain a peace on the inside, we're good. We're creating the reality that we will experience this year. And as we align with the divine, it will be easier for us to stay in our reality and not get pulled into the false constructs that will amp up and increase in intensity all around us as the year goes. So here we go with the 4-8 recalibrate, breathing in for 8, holding for 8, breathing out for 8, and holding for 8. Breathing in the intention of alignment and breathing out gratitude. Just saying thank you. not having to figure out how to align, not having to make it a complicated issue, but simply being open to aligning and trusting the universe to get us there. Okay? Here we go. And breathe in. 5, 7, and hold. Take in more air if you can. And release. Thank you. Release for the entire 8 count and hold. Breathe in that alignment assignment. Breathe in. Open your lungs, expand, and hold. Take in more breath, more of that life force, and release. And hold. Just a couple of regular breaths. Breathe in. 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and in and out. Last 2. Breathe in. All the way up the chakra energy centers and hold. Take in another breath. Take in another breath. And release. And hold. Last one, major alignment with the inner and outer suns. Here we go. Breathe in. Imagine yourself tethered between and balanced by that light. And hold. And release. And hold. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. And just if you want to, just stretch and just move your body around. Be in so much gratitude for our avatars, for the beauty of breath, that there is no constriction in your lungs and that you're able to take that deep breath into a brand new day. There is a lot going on in this year. It is the one, as we all know. It is a new beginning cyclically, and not just in the false construct of 2026. The universe is signaling to us that we are at the beginning of a new paradigm, a new phase, a new way of living. Some of the main topics or some of the main components of this year, and there's a lot, but I'm going to just give you the novella version today and then we'll get deeper into it as the year goes on. But the collective awakening will continue and it will ramp up. There are more and more people coming online with the help of the universe and the help of the planetary alignment and the solar flares and the CMEs and the radiation that's hitting the planet and the wall of that is continuing to diminish, so that the radiation that used to not have a way to get down to us now can, because that veil, if you will, has been weakening for the last several years, and it is totally gone in some places. So we will continue to wake up. And because of that, the collapse of the matrix that is happening all around us will become more visible. Because they're trying to hold on to that lie, black swan events, psychological operations, and lies, telling lies to your vision in all areas of media, especially with AI, will become more prominent. While all of that is happening, for those of us who are choosing to align with the divine, we will move more towards a heart-centered awareness, a heart-centered awareness versus a mind-motivated awareness. Spirit gave me this download, this prophecy, if you will, about those of us who are the quote chosen, the enlightened, the awakening ones, those who are choosing to align with the divine. And it is a scripture, and oh my gosh, I didn't write the scripture. I want to say it's Matthew's, but there's an interpretation that I got. It's verses 17 to 20. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils and speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and the sick will recover. So then, after the Lord had spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of God. And they went forth and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them and confirming the words with signs following. What Spirit said to me about that is that we will begin to see signs in this season as we continue to align with our higher selves, as we come back into who we really are with all of our gifts of magic, our gifts of alchemy, our gifts of heightened intuition, our gifts of telepathy. We will begin to see these signs, and in our name, in that spirit of the divine, in that spirit of Christ consciousness, we will cast out devils. We will speak with new tongues, not speaking in tongues as the Pentecostal and other religions do, but we will have new words coming out of our mouth. We will be speaking life and not death. We will be speaking what we want and not what we don't want. We will be decreeing and declaring with new information and with new energy and with a new resilience and with a new confidence. That is the new tongue that we will speak in, because there will be and are snakes all around us. They're literally poisoning us with our food. 80% of the food in America, in the United States, let me clarify between the United States and America, two different lands. Those of us who are coming into consciousness and the chosen ones, we are living in America. Those who choose to remain in the field of the 3D matrix are living in the United States. Let's be clear. And that is also a psychological advantage and a way to put yourself literally into a different place, to literally separate, to align with the Americas and not with the corporation called the United States. If we drink any deadly thing, again, just about everything we eat and drink, you better pray over it. You better pray over it, because there's stuff in it, okay? But it won't hurt us, and we will be able to heal ourselves and others. This is all the information that came down, which is why the Winter Solstice Summit is important, that came down in the claustrum this year. If you know the reality of where the Santa Claus story comes from, you'll know that it is literally an oil that is in our brain called the colostrum that goes down, comes down all of our energy centers, mixes with the Kundalini down into the root chakra, causing the Kundalini to rise back up. And that rising back up is when this word, when this magic, when this new energy, when this new oil is received up into heaven, into our brains, and sits on the right hand of God, the pineal gland. That is the awakening. That is the enlightenment. And then we go forth with this power, with this assurance, with this mission, with this decree, and confirm these words. That's the prophecy of this year, that there is nothing stopping us. If we can really get a hold of who we truly are, if we could ever get a hold of that and really work with it just with our mouths, we could change the world. I've been saying that since I've known you guys, that we could change the world in 30 days. But because we don't believe it to the depth that we need to, we don't put it into action. I think this might be the year that we do it, though. And then finally, the indigenous all have a similar message for this time. The Anishinaabe, the original people, those are our indigenous ancestors that were primarily around the Great Lakes area. Their prophecies of thousands of years ago are also lining up with what the universe is saying today. that we're at a crossroads, that the split has occurred. There are two different worlds. There are the Americas and there is the United States. And a path must be chosen. One path leads to division and imbalance. That are those who choose to hold tightly to the matrix. The other leads to respect for Earth, for the elders, and for future generations. Those of us in the Americas. Truth is revealed. People must consciously choose how to live. Technology and nature must be brought back into balance. And I can't wait until we open up the sacred space to talk about how out of balance technology is getting. Hopi wisdom speaks of a time when life becomes out of balance as it is now. The earth responds to us. So that is why so many of us who are in the awakening process are returning to a simpler way of living, to a way of aligning with and having a reverence for nature and for the universe, and understanding our relatively small place in it. That's that word humility that I don't like to use, but it's really just saying that we recognize that there are much bigger, that we are a very small cog in an incredibly magnificent and complicated tapestry woven by the divine. There is a need for inner purification, having a right relationship with the earth, listening to natural signs rather than fear-based narratives. And I will talk a little bit more about these other things on the other side, how it is so important, especially under this full moon that we're in right now, this full moon in Cancer, dealing with our emotions, dealing with our feelings, dealing with family and relationships and balance, to pay attention to our intuition, to our dreams, to that first eye. If you don't have a journal, if you've never written in your life, now is the time to write down those thoughts, even if they don't make sense to you. Something that comes in your mind and you can't get it off of your mind and it just keeps coming back, there's a reason. Write it down. Write down your dreams. Take time to meditate and to visualize. Make sure that in your life there is no fear. Instead, it is more important now than ever to know, KNOW, fear, false evidence appearing real. There will be tons of false evidence that will look more real than we could ever imagine, than we've ever seen in a movie. In this year, 2026 is when we'll really start to see it. We've already started to see it with what's happening in Venezuela. So with all of what I've just said in mind, and I know that I delivered a mouthful in a short amount of time, but we'll break it down more on the other side of the meditation. And right now, that is what it is time for. It is time for the melanated maestro of meditation to come and help us sink our feet into this alignment, into these truths, and into our power. It is none other than Yogi G in the building. Come on in, Yogi G.
I hope everybody can hear me. Excuse me. And let's as we do, let's find that comfortable position, whether seated or lying down. Allow your body to soften. Let your shoulders relax. And unclench your jaw. Soften the space behind your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release it slowly through your mouth. Again, breathe in possibility and breathe out yesterday. Your breath finds its natural rhythm. Now that you're starting and standing at the edge of a brand new day, not a day on the clock, but a day of consciousness. Behind you is everything. You lived, you survived, you learned, and released. Ahead of you is the horizon, untouched. You are not rushing into it. You are arriving. Picture the skies before sunrise. It's quiet, it's spacious, holding its breath. This sky is your inner world. Notice how it's not asking you to fix anything. It's not demanding clarity for answers. It simply allows light. It allows that light to arrive in its own time. As the first rays of sunlight appear, feel them touching your mind. Each ray dissolves old expectations. Each ray warms places within you that once felt cold and forgotten. You are not the storm. You are the sky welcoming a new dawn. Now bring awareness to the ground beneath you. Imagine you are standing barefoot on a fertile earth. Rich soil. It's alive. It's ready. This ground represents your foundation. All your experiences, joy, pain, the mistakes, flows. You've composed it into wisdom right here. Nothing was wasted. And with each inhale, feel the earth rise to meet you. And with each exhale, feel yourself rooted deeper. You're stable. You are supported. You are standing on becoming. Allow that image to fade. And ahead of you flows a gentle river. This river is time, but not the time that rushes. Time that responds. You notice that the river does not pull you forward. It moves with you. If you choose to step in, the water feels warm and familiar. Old labels wash away. Old roles loosen their grip. You are not who you were, and you do not need to define who you're becoming. You are simply present in the unfolding. Now, the sun rises fully, and something shifts. You realize you are not in the day. You are the day. Your breath is the morning breeze. Your awareness is light. Your heartbeat is the rhythm of creation. There is nothing to chase, nothing to prove, nothing to carry that isn't yours. Now say softly and affirm. I welcome this new day with me. I release what no longer belongs. I rise renewed, open, and aligned. Let these words echo, not as effort, but as truth. Now, begin to bring awareness gently back to your body. Feel the room around you. Feel the breath moving naturally. Feel the quiet confidence of your soul that has begun again. Know this: every moment you choose the present, you create a brand new day. So when you are ready, open your eyes and carry this dawn with you. Namaste, sacred souls. A new day lives within you.